Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Friday! We are back for some more Lego building, working on the Atari 2600. Let's go ahead and put our cartridge shelf back there and our little vignette. So this is what we've gotten done so far. It's basically the base. So let's go ahead and get started on bag number 5. So it is September, and we are working our way towards 150 sub points. If I hit that, then I will be playing Pirates of Realm Space on a stream to completion. So if you want to see the pain and suffering, if you want to be cruel and mean to me, you know what to do. Subscribe at a discounted rate, or gift sub, and help us get to 150. We are currently at 97. We are currently at 97. In addition, if you want to see me build the Home Alone house, that is channel points. Bits, not channel points. Wrong thing. All bits do go towards that, and we're currently at about 22% right now. So get those bits in, and I will be building that on stream. I do still have to order the Rivendell set. I'm going to wait until the double VIP point weekend. That's coming up in a month and a half, I think, something like that. So I'll get double VIP points for that. Finally beat Jackanapes. Took dual-wielding axes. Also found another way to beat Jackanapes. I mean, it's basically just beat it to a bloody pulp. Alright, let's see. First of all, these are the longest, and then I need a 1x8. I mean, I had 2 people die, but since it doesn't give any ability points or XP, it doesn't really matter. I was lucky that Galuf was a survivor of that fight, since I had him as a blue mage. Level 5 death works as Jackanapes is level 20, and don't think he's immune to instant death. He's, like, immune to almost everything. So, I didn't check death. Alright, there we go. Next up, let's get this down a little bit further. Alright, we are looking at 1x1 cylinder bricks, cylinder plates, and we have the newfangled round end 1x2 bricks with double posts. And a 1x1 cylinder tile. And that will go up against these tiles here. Let's see. There should be another one of those in here somewhere. It is dark gray. Yeah, I do need 2 of them. It's not these parts. Oh, there it is, hiding underneath the console itself. Isn't that typical of so many things, hiding under your furniture and everything? Made it to the start of the stream. Woohoo! Indeed. I'm glad you can be here. Alright, let's see. 1x4 bricks. Oops. That is inset by 1 stud. There we go. Maybe if I rotate it around, that'll be easier. There we go. Another 1x4. And more dark gray bricks on the inside. You know, I kind of wonder how they figure out where to put the structural elements like this if they, like, kind of design the outer case virtually and then put the interior parts on, or what? Yeah, some of those do ignore resistances. Like, that's their advantage. They don't hit very many things because of level, but because they ignore resistance, when you can use them, they can be pretty effective. I don't know if that's the case in every single Final Fantasy game that has them, though. And some teal plates. Get a 1x2 tile right here. Get a slope. Alright. 2x2 with side studs right there. A 1x2 plate. And a 2x4. Red 1x2 plate and another tile slope. Sure they didn't make mistakes causing bosses a level that level 5 death can be used on. Yeah, they generally make sure that they are not. On the other hand, could be said sometimes that that's an intentional thing, because you might just assume that that won't work, so you don't even bother trying it on a boss. Alright, let's see. So, that is going to go this way. Right up against there. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Right on there. Alright, two 1x3s and another longer brick in between. There we go. Pair of half tiles. Orange 2x3 tile. Another pair of half tiles. Like how the final boss of in FF6 was immune to everything but one specific status effect because they didn't think people would get the rage for it. Which status effect is that? I mean, at that point, there's so many rages, and if you've got Stray Cat, that's oftentimes just the best one to use in general. Unless you really need a specific thing. Enticed by the Rafflesia rage. Huh. 2x2 slope there. I don't even know what that does. Let's see, there's a 1x8 plate. Teal 1x2 plates. Pretty much a permanent confusion effect. Ah, okay. Well, I guess that would count as a bug if they fix it in later versions of the game. There are actually two different SNES versions. If they fixed it in that would also explain it. Also, yeah, I forgot to put tiles on here. Let's go ahead and fix that. It happens sometimes. There we go. Think they may have? Yeah, then that would count as a bug. Even if it's just a bug of forgetting to do something kind of thing. Because it wouldn't surprise me if people only figured that out by, like, ROM hacking. and checking the data for the enemies. Alright. That one will get right in here. There we go. Alright. Now we get a pair of 1x, 2x3 inverted slopes and a pair of 1x2 bricks. And then line the others up here. It's always fun figuring stuff like that out. You may have to double check on Pixel Remaster on Switch in case they didn't patch it. Well, I'm pretty sure that the Pixel Remasters are basically completely rebuilt games. I suppose they might have done like a data dump into a database. Howdy, Shield of Hope, how's it going? But I kind of figure they just re-encoded everything. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. So yeah, this is the part that I was talking about on Wednesday's stream that I'd put into that, like where the figure sits in that undersea, like hard suit kind of thing. Alright, let's see. Yep. So the 1x2 plates are there. Another one of these. They did patch the new glitch that was in FF6 Pixel Remaster. Yeah, but that was a glitch as opposed to a data issue from the original. There we go. Get that in there. Alright, and put the 1x4 double inverted slope right there, and then 1x4 tiles across these gaps. 1x8. Separate by 1x2. Separate that by 1x2. And separate that by 1x2. It was something that needed patching. Oh, sure. No, I don't. I mean, absolutely. I just mean that, like, to a certain extent, forgetting to make an enemy immune to something, it's a bug, but it's also a bug of basically a data omission as opposed to a like a game-breaking bug or a programmatic error. Alright, gray 1x8 and orange 1x8 plate, black 2x6. I'm guessing that we're going to mirror these. Also felt bad for him because he saved over an old save immediately after it happened. The game gives you so many saves. Why were you oversaving? Like, why don't oversave? I say that, oversaving, but, you know. If I lost an entire stream's worth of content, I could just go back and replay it from the previous stream, is the thing. Alright, so this will go right here. Yeah. Alright, right there. And indeed, we mirror that. Another black 1x2 to 1x3 bricks. There we go. 1x2, a pair of headlight bricks. And an orange ingot. There we go. No, I did goof up. Let's see. Yeah, that should be on this side. And this one should be on this side. There we go. That's a problem with mirroring it. Okay, let's see. A 1x12 plate. 1x8 tile on, and a second 1x8 tile. 1x4. Turn this around and get this one right in here. Not that it matters, but or it shouldn't matter, but just in case, let's turn that around because that's what it says. There's a glitch that hard locks your game because it puts you outside a town with no way to get to your ship that's in an inaccessible part of the game at the World of Balance. Yeah, that's an issue. One of the advantages of having the zoom spell in Dragon Quest is that it is basically impossible to lock yourself into a situation like that. Alright, so extra pieces. Turquoise 1x1 cylinder tile, turquoise 1x1 cylinder plate, and a red 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg thingy. Alright. Next up, bag number 6. Let's go ahead and get that one out. No, I mean there really aren't any in any Final Fantasy games. There's just the exit spells. You basically always have to walk. It's kind of interesting that the game that expects you to grind more, the game series that expects you to grind more, is the one that has the teleport to town spell. Then again, they also don't have airships, so generally. Sometimes they do, but generally not. Alright, 2x12 here. Need a 2x2 brick right in there. Actually, 2x14. And 1x16, yep. And another 1x16 brick. Hardest part about having fond memories of an Atari 2600 is that your family also had a computer for a few years, which you also played games on. You played Donkey Kong Jr. on the computer as well as the original Mario Brothers. What's the hard part about that? You mean that you mix up what game had what on it? I'm confused. Go 1x2 tile, 1x2 orange tile, and there we go. I'll go ahead and get the teal turquoise 1x3 bricks. You don't fully remember which games were Atari and which were computer? That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Luckily for me, I never had that problem. I don't know, like, I never had two systems at home at the same time that had any kind of crossover, until, you know, an adult now. And then, once my parents were divorced, when I did have different games on different systems, it was pretty easy to associate one with one parent and one with the other parent because they had different computers. As they say, always look on the bright side of life, right? What you hear is that Auld was hideously deprived. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. The first game, I'm sure I had some other games, but the only games that I remember from the TI-99 4A were Pole Position and Hunt the Wumpus. Those are the ones that I remember from that console. Then we had an Apple II, specifically an Apple IIc. It was portable because it had a handle. And my mother would occasionally bring home Apple IIe's from school. So I had a lot of experience with the Apple II. Especially the 2GS. The 2GS was a lovely, lovely system. So much better than the early Macs. You don't remember if Pole Position was on the Atari, the computer, the Nintendo? Let's see. There we go, gray plates. And then my dad got a 386 SX, had a turbo button. So I had DOS games. My mother eventually got a Mac, so I had some Mac games. I had unlimited adventures for both the Macintosh and DOS. Oh, goody. Alright, so first of all, for the 1x2 curve slopes, there we go. And another 1x2 curved slope right there. Lots of curved slopes. And then lots and lots of curved slopes. Actually, now that I think about it, it may not have been Pole Position that I had. It was a circuit racing. I did play that on for a very early subscriber special, where I played that and Hunt the Wumpus. Games that I had on my TI-99 4A. Might have been Pole Position. I don't remember. It's very old. I loved it at the time. I did not love it when I recently replayed it. Oh, I had Mario Kart eventually, but we're talking early 80s. Mario Kart didn't exist. There we go. And there we go. Like, by the time I got Mario Kart, we'd already been through the Apple IIc, Apple IIe's brought home from my mother's school, the Windows 386. I don't know if my dad had the 486 yet. My mom probably had a Macintosh at that point. Alright, so 1x1s with cross axle holes. And we get a minifig hammer in there. Mario Kart SNES was so cheap with its difficulty. Yeah, it was definitely it did a lot of rubber banding. So does modern Mario Kart, honestly. I'm not a fan of rubber banding. Like, the one time that I managed to lap basically every other kart in Mario Kart, the original, it was because I was playing with a friend of mine, and I did not lap him, but all of the opponents were rubber banding to him because he was in second place. So I was able to lap everyone except for him by the end. But you can't do that on a normal playthrough because the game will rubber band. A single player, I should say. Alright, let's see. 1x2 brick with bar and 1x2 plate underneath. Get that there. And 1x2 to 2x2 upward bracket. Howdy, Kinshire, how's it going? Let's see, start with black, then turquoise, then a black tile slope, and that goes right in there. Alright, I have no idea what these hammers are going to be doing. Getting dog and kitty cuddles. Nice. Alright. 1x6 brick, 1x1 plate. 1x10 plate. 1x2 tile. And that goes right there. There we go. Alright, a 1x2 with a 1x1 on it. That's why we don't get a duplicate of that. One by two tile. And let's get another pair of 1x1 Technic bricks with cross-axle holes. Stick the hammer through there. Yep. One by two tile. And put this in right here. Introduced in 1980, the CX2600A model of the VCS reduced the front switch count to 4 and relocated the 2 difficulty switches to the back of the console. So I guess that's what we are working on right now. Alright, we get 2x10 brick. Get a 2x6 underneath and another pair on either side. Don't think you've ever heard of Adventure for the Atari? What was it? Basically, you get a chalice. It's a little just like night game. They described it at the beginning of the instruction booklet. I've never played it myself. I've never actually played any Atari games myself, actually. I was aware of Atari consoles as a thing that existed, but I didn't know anyone who had one. Right, another brick there. 2x4s. I didn't even get a Nintendo, an NES, until either the SNES was just about to come out or the SNES actually came out, so. Go figure with that. There we go. 2x6 plates. Alright, so we take that. We got the bottom is up. Get studs up. And clip in the red clips on the bottom. And then the black clips black bars clip onto the black ones up top. That is an interesting way of doing that. I would probably never think of that. All right, and this is going to fit in right there. There we go. So I think these are the ports for the controllers. I don't know what these are supposed to be yet. The difficulty switches, maybe. Maybe they'll do something with that. I don't know. Alright, extra parts is one gray half pin. Had the first video game Easter egg. Yeah, that's why there's an egg back here. Alright, bag number 7. Yeah, just the one. Alright. Egg indeed. Sometimes miss some of the old computer games on the computer back when you had 90s Tetris game, one of your computers had a pinball game. Yeah, the Windows default pinball game was actually pretty fun. I remember, like, so the reason that Minesweeper existed was to train people on the mouse. I'm not sure about the pinball game. Alright, some plates. Let's go ahead and pull these out. Rather large. Oh. Huh. That is a new piece. 1 by 4 by 3 slope with a base of 2. So this does not match up with this angle. That is a different angle. And I don't know if there's a corresponding non-vertical. Maybe that. A non-inverted. No, it's not the same. And this is 5 height. Anyway, that's interesting. There are... This might be a new piece that they made for this set. So there's 4 of them. We got 2 of these. These have been around for a very long time. It was credits for the creator because old days they didn't want to put them in, afraid that people were going to get poached by rivals. Yeah, that was pretty common, and that's why like Nintendo game credits always used pseudonyms like Achan and stuff like that. Wouldn't have been an issue if they unionized right away. Alright, let's see. The gray 2x2s with side studs. Get turquoise 1x2 tile slopes and plates. He did go on to found the Learning Company later. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those early programmers ended up doing pretty significant stuff. Not all of them, but some of them. Alright, let's get that in there. That in there. This will keep the corners here, if you're pressing in on them, from, like, flexing or anything like that. Alright, then all of the dark gray long bricks. Get the 1x1x3s on the sides here. There we go. Okay. 1x3 plate and 1x2 plate. Here's 1x3. 1x2 there, 1x3 there. And double stack of side stud bricks. There we go. Get that right in there. You find it odd that even at that early in the video game market, companies had to be that kind of cruel to their programmers and keep them prisoner? I mean, it's not keeping them prisoner, it's just trying to obfuscate who did what. And it's not just that, like, there is an element of... and I'm not agreeing with it, I'm just explaining it. It's like... you know, a lot of times it takes time for things to be understood as not the way that they initially seem to be. Let's see, that is 2x8s, yes. You know, seeing it as different from creating a movie or something like that. I mean, people in the movie industry had to fight really hard to get credits too. And first it was just like, you know, directors and stars, and then, you know, all of the other crew, you know, the gaffers and the lighting techs and everything like that, they had to fight really hard to get recognized too. I mean, you'd kind of hope that after seeing all of that fighting, that organizations would be like, ah, yes, this is what we need to do. But that is unfortunately not the case. Moxie's not sure if she forgives the roommate for being gone all week, twice in 2 weeks. Alright, turned around. Alright, so interestingly enough, we are immediately using these as not as intended, which makes it pretty clear that there is no inverted, or like obverse, rather than reverse version of these, because we're flipping them upside down and getting them right in there. So these are probably not developed for this set. I'll have to go look to see where these are otherwise located. But here, the angle isn't quite right, but it's very much close enough. You can kind of see that there's a little gap. It's not focusing very well, but there's a little bit right there that sticks up. There you go, let the camera focus. And here we are again with all those folks still having to fight for everything. Yeah, well, I mean, again, that gets to... like, there was an interesting thing that I read about how deterministic rather than adversarial employment processes where workers are part of the... you know, deciding how the company actually runs, like you get in most European countries with unionization. That actually puts downward pressure on CEO pay, whereas what we currently have puts upward pressure on CEO pay because they're trying to squeeze as much out of the workers as possible. And like the auto workers went on strike, and they're currently talking about expanding the strikes on Stellantis and GM plants, but not Ford, because they've already gotten concessions from Ford, which are concessions that the auto industry was like, no, we can't do that. It's impossible to do that. Go on strike, and suddenly it's like, okay, we can do that, you know? And it just goes to show you how much, like, when there's an adversarial process involved, it just ends up putting all kinds of negative elements on the situation and stuff. Black 3x4 half tiles. Thanks, Lego. That's what I really need right now. More of those. May go back to try farming elixirs later. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, I've already gotten quite a few. Just go to the ship graveyard. GM plants on strike in Buffalo will add to your workload. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's also down to the people running the companies for not paying the auto workers. If you compare auto worker pay over time compared to other blue-collar work, their position relative to others has dramatically dropped. They used to be basically like the best blue-collar worker jobs you could get, and now they're solidly average. Job security, yeah, that's true. Alright, another pair of 2x6s. Like, the thing is, like, I kind of expected the, once the auto workers went on strike, this kind of thing would happen where a lot of the companies would kind of start folding pretty quick, or at least they'd start getting concessions. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, the auto workers went way, way out of their way to kind of help out the auto industry in like 2009, and now they're basically like, all right, now it's time for you to do for us what we did for you, kind of thing. And a work stoppage with auto workers starts hitting the auto companies real quick, whereas the Hollywood stuff, unfortunately, things are in production for so long that it really hasn't hurt them that much. The whatchamacallits, the studios yet. I was glad to see that like Drew Barrymore was gonna restart, like, was it restart or start up her show? I don't follow it well enough to know one way or the other, but because of pressure, back down, which is really good. And that should be, you know, it's always better if someone doesn't become a scab in the first place, but at least, you know, they back down before actually becoming a scab. With the lukewarm showing of movies and TV shows lately, it doesn't look good on the entertainment industry as a whole. Yeah, I mean, the big part of it is that the streaming companies are basically, like, once they saw how profitable it could be, they very quickly kind of saw it as, you know, hey, we can obfuscate the information better and keep more money for ourselves. And it's finally catching up to them. Alright, let's get these dark gray plates on the underside. There we go. And yep, they're going on the side. That's what I thought. Alright, curved side down. Probably take that out first. Alright. Record companies were playing that with YouTube views, yeah. And I think streaming as well, like Spotify and stuff like that, is probably part of it. Although there's a few different situations there. I think a play on Spotify doesn't get them nearly as much money as a radio play used to, kind of thing. Alright, let's get that on here. There we go. Alright, sides on. Has streaming even been around for a full decade? Yeah. And it doesn't take long to quickly realize that something is amiss, either. Okay, so now we take our 1x6x5 slopes, and we are taking the angled tiles here. Get that in there. And there we go. Alright, next up. 1x2 to 1x2 upward bracket with a 1x2 tile on it. 1x6 tile on the back, and then fill in the space, and then another 1x6. And that is going in like this. It's a little bit flimsy, oops, but there might be some things that get that a little bit better. There we go, get that on, and slide that in back there. Will this Atari be playable in the end? No, no it won't. You could probably, like, there probably would be enough space in here to put, like, a Raspberry Pi and load up all kinds of ROMs on a flash drive. Like, you could get basically the smallest flash drive and hold all that and do some wiring. And, yeah, you could probably get it to be playable. You wouldn't be able to use the Lego controller for it, but if you're just making a shell, I don't know how hot the Raspberry Pi would get, though. All right, 1x1 to 1x1 upward bracket, 1x1 tile, and 1x6 tile right there. There we go. Guess what? You're kind of a wuss, but you don't get what possesses people to treat others that way. Why is fair treatment and fair pay such a fight? Yeah, capitalism. And lack of regulation. Well, it's not just profit, though. It is really unrestrained capitalism. It's like not even just capitalism, it's unrestrained capitalism. Like when you get down to it. Alright, and bag number 8. Looks like we're making another cartridge. Howdy, Elil. How's it going? We will probably also do the little vignette as well. Like, really, there's a lot of things that go into it. A lot of different elements. You can boil it down to some simple terms as, like, ultimately what it is. Hence capitalism, but where people need to understand companies and corporations are not there for you, only to make money, even if that includes dancing on top of your grave they dug and created the corpse. Yeah. But they don't have to be, that's the thing. They don't have to be. It doesn't have to be that way. It is unfortunately the way it is right now. And things need to change. You do like these cartridges with the set? Yeah, me too. They're really cool. And they make, like, having the little, shelf unit is really neat as well. They didn't have to do stuff like that, but they did. There are good companies. Even the best company is not, you know, never perfect and stuff like that. Like, I'm a big fan of Lego. I think that they are a good company overall, but are they good about every single thing? Absolutely not, because they're a company. That said, I do tend to be more lenient about stuff from them than I am about others. Alright, let's get out the stickers here. But a lot of that is because I think that they are a better company than you normally get. You either become a bad company or you get out of the market pretty much. It can oftentimes be that way, yeah. Because if you are not if you are a good company, in a lot of ways that means that you are not exploiting for maximum profit, and oftentimes someone else is more than happy to do that and beat you out. There we go. Get that right on there. Doesn't happen to every company. It has not happened to Lego yet. But at the same time, Lego has, in some ways, compromised some of their original ideals as well in order to sell more products. Like, back in the 80s and earlier than that, you basically had very little licensed products from Lego. The exceptions basically being, like, you had Shell and Exxon Lego sets. That one is not made as well, but that's okay. Did not get that one on quite right. And nowadays, like, half the Lego sets that come out are licensed. And that one is really off-center because the sticker is so much smaller than the tile, unfortunately. But it's not crooked, really. It's not off the edge, so that's good enough. Put that back over there. But I do think that some early Lego owners probably would not have been a big fan of Lego licensing as much as it is, and having stuff like they were opposed to war. There was They even didn't want to have gray Lego pieces, Lego bricks. So the reason why the very first Lego castle is yellow is because Lego didn't want to produce gray bricks that kids might turn into Lego tanks. So, but now you don't get like World War I or World War II tanks. Even that's probably why you never got a tank Lego set for the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. But you do get Star Wars tanks, hover tanks, and stuff like that. So there is an element of like, it's a little bit hypocritical. It's like really splitting some hairs kind of thing. Also the Death Star. Well, the Death Star isn't a tank. It's very gray, though. But, I mean, by the 80s, LEGO was, if we're going to keep making, they made gray for space, and then, it was like, if we're going to keep making Castle, we should make them gray, too. So, that worry kind of ended. There's a difference between fictional tanks and realistic tanks. Yes, and that's the hair that they're splitting. And same thing of like you don't get modern like assault weapons, but you get future guns and laser guns and blasters and stuff like that, and you can get Tommy guns and flintlock pistol, flintlock weapons and revolvers. And again, it's splitting the hairs. The Death Star is a mining platform to quickly process uninhabited planets. But I do think that there is an element of like what your company does can really shape your company's attitudes overall. Actually, that is not what I want. I want to get this one down here. Like, I think creative play companies are probably less likely to be a scabby company than others. Splitting hairs seems violent. Alright, and get this in here. In there, thank you. Get in there. Oh, that popped off. All cartridge artwork has been abstracted to include LEGO elements, but the Asteroids artwork is particularly special because it features the new LEGO 10497 Galaxy Explorer, which is already scheduled to be retired. It didn't sell well, probably because of Walmart. There we go. Let's see, get the 2x6s on. There we go. Alright, so we have our Asteroids game cartridge. Game program Asteroids. Used with joystick controllers. Asteroids. And we can slot that one right in there as well. What did Walmart do? So, the Galaxy Explorer was a LEGO and Walmart exclusive. And this is more kind of like guesstimating what happened than basing it on any concrete information. My understanding is that Walmart chose that one. It wasn't like assigned or something like that. I don't know why, but it's very clearly not a set that was gonna sell particularly well in the mass market, which is why it's not like generally available. It was going to be an exclusive LEGO set to LEGO stores, which tends to lower overall sales numbers slightly, somewhat, depending on the set. Similarly, like the Monkey Kid sets, they're widely available in Asia, but they're only available through LEGO here in the US, because they're not seen as, like general audience sets that all kids are going to be interested in, because it's a particularly Eastern legend that it's based on. So Walmart put the set on, very quickly started putting it on discount. I think even up to 50% off. Very quickly, within 6 months. And so when you can get the set that cheap from Walmart, Walmart just sells out at a very little profit, but they're also not really interested, if any profit at all. I assume they made some profit. But then no one needs to go to LEGO for it. And even, overseas people oftentimes probably can get it reasonably cheap importing from the US, from people who purchased it from Walmart and are reselling it. So the view is that it just, dramatically undercut the sales figures that LEGO was expecting for it. And so it just was not profitable for LEGO to keep making it. There's, we're not talking about a digital limitation on something that one copy is the same as 1,000 copies. LEGO does the exclusives primarily. If LEGO thinks that a set is going to sell to general audiences, anyone walking into a Walmart or a Target or any other store like that, they're going to be like, oh, hey, that's a good set. I should get it for my son, my neighbor's kid who's having a birthday, my cousin's children, then LEGO's going to put that out on the open market for all stores to order. And stores, it's up to a store whether they want to buy, order the sets or not. Did I get one? Yeah, I got one and I built it on stream. I got it, when it was brand new. It's a very good set, a very cool set. So this isn't about artificial scarcity. LEGO LEGO has only so much capacity in their factories and stuff like that. So they need to have an idea of how many sets of the various sets that they're, how many copies they're going to sell of various sets. They need to make them and stuff like that. So if there are situations where demand outstrips, where are some other one-by-ones in there? Where demand outstrips their production. You get that with some of the things like Rivendell and Titanic. All of those sold out right away. Within days of them becoming available, they sold out. But also, those sets are so big that they're not going to sell very quickly at a Target. If they're on the Target shelf, no one's going to be saying, oh yeah, $650 LEGO set, I'll just get that for the neighbor's kid. That doesn't happen. So those sets tend to be LEGO exclusives. For that reason. The expensive ones. It's not every expensive one. Star Wars does oftentimes get a little bit wider release, but even the really big ones. They're oftentimes LEGO exclusive. So it was like when it was announced that Walmart was going to be selling the Galaxy Explorer, there were quite a few like huh moments from people I know, because it was very weird that they would want that. It's a very exclusive thing. Like it's catering to. It's an 18+ set. It's catering to people who are in their 40s or 50s or older, kind of thing. So it's very much like it was very much a. Oops. I'm looking there. We go. Like, it's reasonable that it's exclusive. Definitely not a kid thing. No, not really. I mean, like, it's not that it's unsuited for kids. 18+ on LEGO sets is not an indicator. It can be an indicator of skill level, but it's oftentimes an indicator of who LEGO actually expects is going to be wanting to buy it and is going to be able to buy it. And that is generally adults. They oftentimes can be buildable by fairly young builders, but or somewhat young builders, but they're not going to be interested. So the Galaxy Explorer, it was a callback to a 1979 LEGO set. You know, this Atari set. What kid is going to look at this and be like, you know, oh, I have nostalgia for that, you know? So that's the LEGO adult set kind of thing. And let's see, there's that, and this one. All right. And that's really what the Galaxy Explorer was. It's a nostalgia set aimed at adults who built LEGO when they were very young. You know, maybe some people who inherited a set from their parents or an older sibling might have nostalgia for a Galaxy Explorer. Someone who's in their 30s or younger, but generally anyone who's like 15 or so, they're not going to have any interest in the Galaxy Explorer because it is a dated design. It does not look like modern spaceship design. So having it be a general audience thing was very strange. So it was not a big surprise when Walmart started selling them dirt cheap, because they weren't selling at Walmart, because it's a bad place to sell them. But then no one was buying it from LEGO, really. So LEGO wasn't making money off of it, really. So they're retiring it. It's really unfortunate because it's a very good set. Mind you, again, this is very much speculation. No one knows for sure. Howdy, Sealand. How's it going? But I think that's kind of... I'm hoping that encourages LEGO to be a little bit more careful about who they give exclusives to. Now, I say that, and Target saved the Viking Village idea set that was not opted for actually becoming a set, and it is now going to be a set because Target is getting it as an exclusive. So it'll be available on LEGO and at Target. And I'm hoping that it sells well enough at Target that it doesn't, like, end up getting retired super early, because it is fantastic. It's fantastic looking. Not the best day. You'll leave that at the door as you come in. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. At least that part of the day is hopefully over. I got a pink 1x1 with 5 studs. Dark pink. I don't think I have any of those. Funny enough, Battletech released an exclusive set at Target this year. I mean, Target's a pretty big seller. With, like, Toys R Us being, you know, like, dead here in the U.S. as in terms of a brand, and there really not being any exclusive toy stores anymore. You're basically getting LEGO primarily sold at those big box stores, kind of thing. There we go. Get that in there. Symbols a Cookie Witch from them. Cookie Witch. So, fun thing about this, it has 2 clear 4L bars, lightsaber blades. Which I think they brought into production because of Ahsoka. I think she has, like, a white lightsaber blade, and so they're using this kind of, the clear one, since all the others are transparent pieces, as opposed to, like, a solid white, which is kind of boring. They do have exclusive packs at Barnes & Nobles, however, it can be difficult to find them at other places. Yeah, I mean, Barnes & Noble, it surprises me how much LEGO Barnes & Noble actually sells. Speaking of LEGO, I did get my Marvel collectible minifigs in today. They all have been opened and resealed. That's how they, the place that I ordered from determined what was in them to give me a full set of 12. It looks like they've been carefully opened and carefully resealed, so I'm not too worried about that, but I kind of figured that would be how they do it. But I do need to get one that I can open before I do them on stream so I can have the internal sheet. Alright, so we're making the little spaceship. Get our wedge plates on there. There we go. Get a fez on the nose. One by one tile slopes. One by one cylinder plate with hollow stud on the front, and get the clear lightsaber blade, and then a trans orange, one by one cylinder plates. As the shots. That is really neat. I like that. That is a really cute way of doing it. Alright, on the underside, we get a black 2L bar with stop. Stick that through there. Get the angled connector there, put that in. And there we go. So we got our little asteroids vignette with the ship blasting an asteroid there, and other asteroids all around. That's really cute. I like that, and I really do like how they did that. That is very cool. Let's put that back there. We get a lot of extra pieces in in this bag. 1x1 plates in dark pink, white, orange, and medium blue or azure, not sure which. 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow studs in black, red, and trans orange. 1x1 tile soaps in clear and red. 2 L-bar in black with stop. Blue 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg, pin. And an angle connector in clear. Very cool. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get that over here. Let's see, how does that? Is that on? Let's see if I can get this angled somehow. That would not work. Nah, it's not going to work. All right. What if I take lots of these? There we go. That works. It's good enough. All right. It is a time for minifigs. Let's go ahead and get our stuff out. Let's go ahead and grab a Ninjago minifig here. All right, how about this one right here? All trying to find a use for his brick separators? Yes, very much so. All right, start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go! Get your predictions in. Right, it would probably help if I got out the sheet. I knew I forgot something. Meanwhile, I will go ahead and get out bag number 9 for when we're done. All right, so we have gotten off camera. I got the lady in her white outfit with the 2 brown katanas. We have gotten Cornflakes Dude. Really does want you to eat cornflakes, just so you know. It's part of a balanced breakfast. Hush you. I don't know why you're telling me to hush. We got Selfie Stick Guy. We got Boombox Guy. We got Firefish Dude. And that is it so far. So I'm definitely getting the names absolutely correct on all of these characters. It's 100%. Might as well eat sugar and milk as eat cornflakes. Cornflakes themselves have very little sugar. I think you're, at least compared to, like, Frosted Flakes. Are you sure you're not thinking of Frosted Flakes? Frosted Flakes. Man, I haven't had Frosted Flakes in a while. I should get some of those. Those are delicious. All right, 20 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. Ninja Cheetah Yeti minifig. I have no idea which one you're talking about there. All right, let me get my timer ready because the time is just about ready for me to do the timing. Your cereal favorites were definitely more sugar than cereal. There's a reason why they put so much sugar in cereal. All right. And go. All right, let's see what we got. What do we have? Okay. All right. I have once again drawn from a place. I've gone back to the well. 7.76. I'm pretty sure it is Cornflakes Dude. Pretty sure it's Cornflakes Dude. I was talking about him. Yeah, you're darn right it's me. You gotta eat more cornflakes, sir. Oh, the cornflakes. Yep. It's Cornflakes Dude. Yes, cornflakes for breakfast, cornflakes for lunch, cornflakes for dinner. You know you want it. Alright, choose a prediction within 20 seconds and complete that prediction. Alright, Kinshir getting the hams, not exactly a whole lot. Shield of Hope going for 20 to 50. Seal and Mortar going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut going for no. So, congratulations for getting basically your hams back and a little bit extra. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is delicious. It is also extremely sugary, and it's one of the reasons why I don't eat it very much anymore. It is so sugary. My favorite stuff to eat right now is Apple Cinnamon Cheerios and Raisin Bran. And that is me trying to... Like, I don't eat a whole lot of cereal in the first place, but when I do, it's those. And it's me trying to get a little bit more healthiness in my cereal rather than just the outright sugar fest that a lot of others are. And that came completely loose. Kind of hate these skirts. My parents would not get me cereal with mushrooms in it, so I have no great affection for those. But yeah, Fruit Loops. Yeah, it's the irony that my parents would let me eat Fruit Loops, but something with marshmallows in it? No, that's a no-go. I meant marshmallows, not mushrooms, sorry. Where's the torso? There it is. There we go. But yeah, Fruit Loops were my favorite as a kid. Then transitioned to things like, Frosted Flakes were also a always good choice. Kix were good if you put added sugar in. I loved Kix with added sugar because they didn't get soggy very quickly. And once again, cornflakes. Yeah, you know you want cornflakes. It's part of a balanced breakfast, and part of a balanced lunch, and part of a balanced dinner, and part of a balanced dessert, and part of a balanced Levensees, and part of a balanced midnight snack, and part of a balanced... Hush, you. Part of a balanced brunch. I said. Okay. All right, next up. Let's grab a minifig from Series 12. Series cereal? No, no, sir. No. All right, so, am I going to go back to a well that I've drawn from again? Probably. Probably. Not intentionally. I'm really trying to vary it. Let's go for this one here. All right. Start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? It's going to be cornflakes. No, it's not, sir. I told you to hush. You can't make me. I could take your head off. That's a good point. I'll hush now. All right, so in this set, we have gotten lots of wizards. We have gotten 2 Mongol warriors. We've gotten a princess. We've gotten a gamer dude. We have not gotten the Amazon. We have gotten 2 space miners. We have gotten the lifeguard. We have not gotten a grizzled prospector. Yeah, you might think that I'm the cornflakes dude, but I'm not. Well, no, of course you're not the cornflakes dude. You don't even like cornflakes, silly prospector. Dag, damn it, why'd you let him in? We have not gotten the Jester, the Dino Hunter, or the Pizza Delivery Guy. We have gotten the, I assume that's a heavy metal guy, but I don't know. It's a rocker of some sort. We've gotten the Fencer. We have not gotten the Piggy. We've gotten the Genie, and off-camera I got Spooky Girl, so Spooky Girl will probably come again eventually as well. Get a wizard so the 2 old guys can have breakfast together. He's just going to try to sell his Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle root beer, though. You have mixed Fritos and jarred salsa and ate it like cereal before. You say I'm weird. All right, 30 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. Yeah, we don't have any high rollers here. No one's putting in their hams. Gotta get your hams in. You can't win hams without putting down hams. Howdy, Kieran. I'll be streaming for another half hour to an hour, somewhere in there. Depends on how much I get done of the Atari. We are just about done with the prediction. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and ham sandwiches are a good meal combo. I think I will pass on that. All right, predictions are closed. Let's go ahead and go. All right, what do we got? Something big, I think. Is that a... That's legs. All right, we've got legs, so we do not have a... Oh, is this another miner? Did I draw... Did I get another miner again? I'm having trouble feeling this piece. I hope I didn't get another miner again. Got 2 studs there. Does he have 2 studs on the back of him? I don't remember. I don't see anything else that has studs. So yeah, I think I got another miner. 47.68. I am really bad at going back to the same place that I've gone before. If this is a miner. It might not be, but I don't know what else it would be. Oh! No, it's not! Alright, what... Was I really feeling that? I must have been feeling that. Okay. That is going to be a wrong. Choose a prediction. That is a no. Complete that prediction. And Kieran has resubscribed. Thank you very much. 24 months. Very nice. Let's see... That is Bahamut getting the hams there. Lel Bunny going for 50 to 60. Seal and Mortar going for 20 to 50. And Kinshir putting down the bulk of the hams at yes. Very nice. How many points is 24 months worth? The duration doesn't matter, only the tier matters. And if it's a continuing sub, then that's usually already included in the number. You were not expecting to win there. No, I was not expecting to be wrong there. Alright, this is just a plain white skirt element. Let's get that on. It's like really windy out. There's a tropical storm that's going to be coming through the area probably tomorrow. But it's really windy out. I have my door and my window open, but because of the direction of the wind, it is not blowing into my room very much. It's really annoying. There we go. Get that on. Nope. Stop. Get back on. Kind of hate these cloth skirts. Kind of hate these cloth skirts. It's going to start about 3 a.m. your time? Yeah. I think we're just getting like the preview winds in the front of it kind of thing. Alright, that needs to be turned really... Alright, well, pop off. Yep, that's fine. There we go. Alright, where's the torso? There's the torso. Get on their torso. There we go. Alright. There we go. She only has one face. Not a dual molded head and helmet. It is printed with gold printing. And we have the Roman brush element. There we go. And I love the shield. There we go. All right, I am very happy to have gotten our Amazon lady. Look at that awesome shield. I love it. There's her torso armor. There's the back. Can't really see it too well. There we go. Her little sandals. We've got gold on the legs there. Nice bracers, wristbands. Gold spear. Very cool. I really do like that one. I'm really happy to have gotten that one. That is one of my one of the figures that I've been looking forward to. It is a beautiful shield, isn't it? That is fantastic. Just makes me want an ancient Greek theme, but sadly I don't know that we're going to get to that anytime soon. All right. Okay. Let's see. How about we go for one back here then? Have I gone to that part of the well here? Terrible at choosing random spots. Need to get better. All right. Let's start another prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. And while that is happening, I think she'll want some cornflakes too. I mean, if she does, she'll probably just stab the old guy and take him. But yeah, no, that's she's got gold lipstick too. I don't know if that came through. There we go. There we go. Little shiny. I love the helmet and the hair. That is great. Very cool. A good thing Bahamut's are spear-proof? I mean, I don't know about that. All right, about a minute to go. Get your predictions in. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? And you can make a guess as to what it is. We have not gotten on screen the Pinata Boy, the Breakdancer Girl, the Super Sentai guy, the brick fan, the rocker, the 80s rocker. We've gotten all of the other figs. So get your predictions in. 30 seconds to go. Bahamut's are spear-proof. Final Fantasy proves nothing. But what if it's a +5 spear? What if it's a +5 spear Dragon Slayer? You know? Technically, this is a Super Sentai guy. The other guy wasn't really a Super Sentai guy. I misinterpreted, but I also don't care. You vote for the Keytar. Yeah, it could be a Dragonlance. Technically, Dragonlances are spears. Footman's Dragonlances, at least. They're spear weapons. All right. I think it was actually supposed to be a robot. All right. Let's get my timer ready. Reset that. And go. All right, let's see. What do we got? Torso. Got some small parts down here. Is that... Okay. I've gone to the well again. 12.88. I do believe that we got the drone guy again. He's just going to drone on. Hey, but not like me. Exactly like you, old man. Dang it. Yep, it is drone guy. Hey, drones are just like cornflakes, right? No, they're not, old man. Yeah, I think they are. All right, 12.88. So let's choose that prediction. Choose the alds. Choose within 20 seconds. And that is going to be a Seal and Mortar getting the hams. Kinshir and Kieran going for 20 to 50. Lel Bunny going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut going for no. Is the old man Dr. Kellogg? No, he's not. Yeah, I taught Dr. Kellogg everything he knows about cornflakes. I don't think you did, old man. Hush you! You don't know me. Hey, it got you hams last time. There we go. Definitely needs to be some more ham redistribution, though. I'm noticing that the numbers are getting a little low. So I have also been thinking about some little things that I could try to do for funsies with the Marvel minifigs, because they are in boxes. All right, Bahamut, have a good rest of your day, your night. So I could get like a weight, a scale. I have a scale. I'm not sure if it's good enough. We can see if I can predict with that. I could try a shake test. See if I can identify it by shaking the parts and listening to what's inside. I would go for. I would suggest like a blind test where I close my eyes and open it and feel, but you wouldn't be able to verify that. So, howdy Rex, how's it going? The scale might be the easiest way, because some of them are not the easiest, and now there's tape on the ones that I have. So, the little bunny has redeemed Feed the Dragon. Delicious. Tasty hams. Oh, so good. I love me some hams. Oh, thank you very much. Let's see. So we got a 1x1 cylinder tile in trans dark gray and a beanie propeller as the extra parts. It would take a rather precise scale to see the difference between minifig sets. It would. There's like a 2-gram difference between the lightest ones and the heaviest ones. Might be closer to 3, but it's somewhere in there. So yeah, I would need basically like a drug scale. Who knew that Lego was one of the things that could make people think that you're doing drugs, you're dealing drugs. But in all seriousness, that would actually be good if I ever sell parts that I don't want, because that would be a very good way to measure out large quantities of light parts. You couldn't tell what the drone guy was holding? Yeah, it's a drone. It's a little drone. If the camera will focus. There we go. See, that's his control panel there. Also, he's wearing the T logo from the airport shuttle, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so you're basically talking a drug scale. Things that pharmacists would weigh pills on and stuff like that. There are stuff like that. The propellers don't spin freely. They can turn, but they do not spin freely. Because it's so tiny and there's no locking mechanism other than friction. Well, he's not actually piloting the drone right now. He's holding the drone. See? The drone has a handle. Alright, there we go. Close that out. You've worked with even more precise than that. Some of the counting scales for small parts you have used went to 4 decimal places. Yeah, I mean, like that's like if you want to. I don't have any in here. Let me see. Actually, you know what? If I'm selling Lego and I have, let's see. Like, any one of these parts would benefit from, almost any of these parts would benefit from the very high-resolution things. And I just dumped one in there. Here. This is probably one of the lightest pieces Lego has. And yeah, this is probably, you know, like, you'd get... If you know how much this one weighs, then you can just measure out whatever the weight of 20 of them is, and just weigh it, and rather than count it. So, you don't think you would ever get a drone? You think you'd be afraid you would crash and kill it? Some of them are fairly durable. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like 2 decimal places would be plenty of resolution on grams for that. Even 1 might be good enough. I do have a mail scale, like a letter scale. The battery's dead and I don't have a spare, so I need to go get a battery. So I can't test it out, but that might be good enough, because you're talking about, like, weighing pieces of paper with that. You'd have to guess that those are about as heavy as some of the chip resistors you have to count before. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of people who do selling on Bricklink that use scales and stuff for determining how many are being, like, how many pieces are they're meting out for the purchaser kind of thing. So I could use that if I decide to sell anything. There we go. Alright, dark gray. angle beam. Sounded like the opening to a word problem in grade school math. If Ald has 50 2x4 Lego plates and he sells 30% of them, how many does he have left? See, then as a kid, I might have been like, teacher, this problem doesn't make any sense. Oh, why is that? Well, who would sell Lego pieces? Meanwhile, I'm in a Lego Discord that talks about leaks and where is a brick separator? There we go. And there's occasionally people who will come in and like, so is this set a good investment value? And I'm like, play with it. For the love of God. Build it and play with it. It's a toy. Like, it's one thing if you buy a Lego set and you decide, all right, I've had that Lego set for a few years now. I'm done. I'll dust it and sell it. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But you know, and if you're actively going to like sell things, you know, you find a good deal on something. But come on, don't treat Lego like an investment opportunity. All right, Seelan, thank you very much for coming on out. Have a good rest of your night, and I kind of screwed this up. All right, well, I can do it that way. I don't need to take the piece off. Ha ha! Yes, I did just put a piece in my mouth. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. Ald needs donations for that Pac-Man cabinet. Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested in that one. I do want to get that one of these days. I want to get the old Nintendo one first, though, because that is probably going to go out of production. I don't think it's going out of production at the end of this year, but I do need to double-check that. Alright, so we have one of these interesting elements. It is an axle connector with another axle connector on it. Get that on there. Once again, we're using black 2L axles. I do not know why they sometimes use red ones and sometimes they use black ones. Get that back on there. Not a cabinet. There's an NES with a little TV and like it's not a full size 1-to-1 scale NES. It's like a NES Mini in size kind of thing. But it has a TV that has a rotating thing that makes it look like Mario is being played on it. And I'm pretty sure the success of that is what led to the Atari and the Pac-Man cabinet. Alright, take this angled connector and get these in. Alright, so flip it over. And no, that is going that way. Okay. It's going to be fun to get this on. Right, it goes like this. There we go. There we go. So this is creating a movable element here. There we go. Alright. So still on this side. Get the yellow 5L axles and red 10L axles in. Man, I remember when I got some white ones, and those were like the first off-color ones. I was so excited. Now they have like all kinds of off-color ones. Alright. I do have green ones as well. Okay, now flip it back over, get another angle connector, two 1x2 Technic bricks with 2 holes. Alright, and the double pins. After the build, I'm going to reform the Atari into undersea ruins for the shipwreck to be part of and explore thingies. No? I'm not going to. There we go. Get that there. Alright. How are we positioning this? I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that stays the same no matter what. There we go. Oh. Need these 1L beams. There we go. It is a way to play with your sets. Oh, I need a teal 1x4 brick here first. But I also play with my sets by building them on camera with you guys. Alright, and now double friction pins. Technic 1x2 bricks. And the 4x4 inverted curve piece. Another 1x4. There we go. Alright, let's see. You'd build them, then display them? Yeah. There's that too. Absolutely. I mean, I do have quite a few on display right now. I rotate them out, though. And it depends on the set. Some things I feel are display-worthy, other things are not. And shoot. I forgot. I forgot the 1L beams. Let's fix that. There we go. And there we go. Distracted by chat. I don't know why you guys keep distracting me on purpose. Alright, then we get... Let's see, so if it's at an angle, then these go in at an angle like that. And this one goes in at an angle like that as well. There we go. Alright, next up, we stick on the right angle beams. Just like that. And get another pair of double pins here and here. It's fun to distract me, I know. Alright, and then 1x8 tiles. 1, 2, and 3. One, 2, and 3. There we go. All right. Next up, a 1x4 brick. 2 gray 1x2 Technic bricks and 2 red 1x2 Technic bricks with 2 holes. Get a 2x4 on the bottom, turquoise 1x4 brick, and 2 2x3 plates. There we go. Stick that right on the end there. Interesting that they put red ones in rather than more gray ones. Doesn't feel like red is necessary for, like, knowing the spacing or anything like that. So I'm not sure about that, but... Alright, and then... when these are straight that way, we get half beams on each end. And there we go. Nope, don't pop off. There we go. Why am I getting an alert on my phone? Okay, nothing I care about. Alright, and that goes... Alright, minifigs, you gotta move. And asteroids, you gotta move. Alright, so this is going to go, right there, it looks like. Yes. Okay, wants that to be up. Alright. Push that all down. There we go. Alright. No, it wasn't a weather alert. Just a phone alert. Okay, 2x2 half tile and a 2x2 curved slope. I think it's still hours away before any real weather alerts come my way. If I even get any, I'm pretty far inland. I'm really just likely to get wind and heavy rain. Might be some trees down in the neighborhood kind of thing, but nothing gigantic. Alright, and then the orange 1x2 slopes with rear cutouts. There we go. There we go. Alright. And I think we'll do bag number 10, and that will be it for the stream. So we got a 1x1 beam in black, Technic beam in black, and we will do bag number 10. Because then I think that means that next session we'll wrap it up through 16. You wonder where is the furthest inland a person can be on Earth? Probably something like central Tajikistan or something like that, or Uzbekistan, somewhere in there. It's pretty far from any oceans. There we go, put those aside. I'm pretty sure there is something you could Google, like, what is the farthest point from the ocean on Earth or something like that. I would imagine that there will be a Wikipedia or other article about that. Alright, let's see. You'd say the American Midwest? Yeah, like, there's just more... I think there's just more in Central Asia. Like, because Asia's just the biggest continent, so... It seems to me like that would be the most likely place. Alright, let's see. 1x8 tiles. Near border of China and Kazakhstan. There we go. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be Central Asia. Okay, yellow 1x3 plates. Get a couple dark gray 1x1 Technic bricks with cross-axle holes. Get the 2x6 to 1x6 upward brackets. Howdy, Mad Martin. How you doing? Eurasian Pole of Inaccessibility. Yeah, you could probably put something like there's every continent probably has a point, and you could probably figure out, find out where those points are. Alright, let's see. We got Nougat 1x4, 2x2 tile center stud, and a 1x2 tile. Get a 1x4 plate. Been playing Starfield and relaxing after dinner, work, etc. Nice. Yeah, I've been kind of curious about playing Starfield. I don't know if I'd get bored of it. That's my issue. Like, I might have a lot of fun right off the bat, but I might get bored of it, and that's kind of my worry. You're back on the FF7 remake. Yeah, I've seen your comments on that. I appreciate that. Haven't had a chance to get through and do some replies. You put a picture map in the sciencey things of the proposed location. I'll take a look after the stream. There we go. A couple more 1x4s. It's a Bethesda game, so you kind of have to deal with the slow start, but once you get going, you run into some absolutely fantastic quest adventures. That's good. That's cool. I mean, I will note that the last Bethesda game that I played was Daggerfall. So, it has been a little while for me. Some 2x4 tiles. I think one of my issues with what I've seen so far is just, like, the... I kind of would rather have, like, more fixed ships than ship modules. I mean, it's a fairly minor thing, but... Like, I look at building ships in that, and I just kind of go like, oh, God. I mean, I know that you can just take your own, you know, like you can take the ones that are sold and just run with those. Even barren worlds have places to see. All right, a couple more 1x1 tiles, and we will be done with that. There we go. There we go. Alright, next up, we get 1x1 shorty bricks in olive green. There's a lot of ships to buy, and the module system isn't as clunky as you feared, to be honest. Well, that's good. Alright, let's get the 1x2 side stud bricks in here. Yellow one right at the center, yes. Indicating where the center is, I'm sure. There we go. Alright, now the black 1x1 center stud bricks, and we get 1x1 to 1x1 downward brackets on the corners. Right there, and there we go. Right there. And then beige 1x1 bricks with side studs. Right there. So far, you found the lunar landing site in the Empire State Building. Alright, let's see. More olive green shorty bricks here. We need a brown 2x2. Let me actually turn this. There we go. And a 1x4 tile. Okay, another 2x2 corner tile on this side. And a 1x4 tile right there. That said, you got a 3700X, which is old by some people's standards, and a 4070, and it's a bit taxing to run in some places. Definitely needs a few tweaks in that department. Yeah, I don't know that I could run it very well, and like stream it or record it or something like that either, so. Which is probably what I'd want to do. Alright, 1x2 with round ends. 1x8 plate. 1x8 plate, and 2 1x3 plates. There we go. 1x8 tile. 1x8 tile, and a 1x8 tile. Then again, like, unless I'm streaming like 4 days a week the same game for those long games, once I get started, you know, it's kind of like with the Breath of the Wild. I mean, a lot of people who stream that have either stopped playing it or moved on to other things or have finished it, so. Same thing would happen with Starfield, I'm sure. Alright, 2 center stud tiles. 2 1x3 tiles. 1x3 plate. Stream it for those losers like Mad Martin? Gah. Alright, another 3x3, and then 2 more 1x3 tiles with center studs. There we go. Alright, we got 1x3 plate and a Fabuland telephone receiver. And that goes on the wall right there. Wait a second. I missed... Yeah, I missed that. Okay. That is going to be a 1x1 to 1x1 bracket. Upward bracket. A 1x1 tile. 1x4 tile. 1x4 plate. And another 1x1 tile. And that goes on the wall right there. Alright, let's go ahead and make some posters. Okay, first of all, we get the beige one. And the Johnny Thunder poster. There we go. That one goes right there. And the black 2x3. And we get the Asteroids poster. There we go. Get that on the wall right there. And then the light blue. And we get the New Wave poster with the minifig that we have not gotten out of Series 20 yet. There we go. There we go. Got our posters on the wall. New Wave, Johnny Thunder, and the Galaxy Explorer. Alright, next up. Go ahead and put these to the side for the moment. Alright, brown 1x4 with half stud, log brick, and another 1x4 with half studs, and another log brick. There we go. Then on the inside, we get a black 1x2 to 1x2 upward bracket, brown 1x1 plate, and blue 1x1 tile with round end. Then a red 1x1 to 1x1 upward bracket, and another blue round end tile. And on the side, get an orange 1x1 plate, and a light blue 1x1 tile. And then a brown 1x4 plate for the back. There we go. Makes a neat little shelf with some books or other things on it. There we go. Get the top. Then we get the gray 1x3 brick boombox. Get that on the back. We get a white microfig for a figure or toy or statue. Now I need to find, there it is, the cassette tape tile. Now that feels 80s. And, to be fair, 90s. Love the cassette tape. That's pretty great. So much more detailed than the old Lego cassette tape tiles. All right, that hutch goes right there. Let's see. That black bit reminded you of an old wall phone? Yeah, it is an old wall phone. Alright, brown 2x2 plate with side studs, black 1x2 plate, brown 1x2 plate, and 2 brown 1x2, 1x1 bricks with side studs. And 2 1x2 plates with round ends. Yeah, we're making a vignette of a kid's bedroom kind of thing. Let's get that way. There we go. 2x2 tiles on the sides. Alright, 1x3 tile on top here, and 1x3 tile with 2 studs right there. Black 1x2 tile. 1x2 plate with side studs. And the 2x2 to 1x2 center upward bracket. Get that on there. Get a 1x2 ingot tile back there, and a 1x2 tile slope right there. Well, I mean, to a certain extent, like, they didn't need to put any of the interior, like, machinery in, circuitry, I should say. Alright, let's get our TV sticker on. There we go. And then down front, we get 2 1x1s with 2 side studs, a 1x2 plate on top, 1x2 ingot on the back there, a nougat 1x2, no, actually dark orange 1x2 ingot tile there, and 2 black ingot tiles on the side. Yeah, I never had many posters on my walls growing up either. Alright, this goes right there. Okay. Alright. Red 1x1 cylinder brick and a soda can top. And that goes right back there. Gray 1x1 plate and a black 1x1 tile. That goes right there. We get a green microfigure over here for another toy figure. I think I smell the smoke of someone using their fireplace. It's only 64 degrees out, really. Come on, guys. There we go. A little kitten. Get a little kitten in here. There we go. Blue one by not one by blue friction axle pins. Actually, let's do that. There we go. And we get the minifig with MIDI legs. Let's make him surprised. He's playing his game and he does not. He's shocked at just what happened. He's blown away by the gameplay. And he's got an Atari shirt, which is pretty cool. Nothing on the back. Blown away by E.T. Yep. Then a 2L bar with a stop. And that goes in under the bottom. Yep. What part is he using? Maybe it doesn't go all the way in. Yeah, I don't think it goes all the way in. There we go. And have him sit down. He is sitting an appropriate distance from his TV, which is good. So there we go. We got our a little vignette, a little cabinet with some toys, VHS tape, boombox, some books there. There he is, shocked at how the game is going. It's probably some snacks. He's got his Coke. There's his Atari. He's playing Asteroids. Some roller skates. And Kitty! Kitty's going to make a phone call. It's calling for an intervention. Little kid has played way too many games today. Growing up with a pot-bellied stove for supplemental heat, you appreciate wood smoke. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this forward. Before we do anything else, extra pieces, 1x1 plates in brown and gray. Light blue 1x1 tile, black 1x1 tile, and nougat 1x1 tile. A gray roller skate, green and white microfigs, a pearl silver 1x1 cylinder tile with soda can top decoration, and a medium azure 1x1 tile with round end. And then bring that forward. We'll get these on the back too. All right, what about if that is down that way? There we go. There we go. All right, so we have the vignette that will pop up. There's something that's going to cause it to pop up. I don't know what yet, but right now we have just the mechanism. Don't know what's going to lock it in. It might actually be something that goes in the bottom because there is a hole here that we haven't done anything with. So that is pretty cool. I do like the way that they've done the back of this. It's very nice and smooth. The sides as well are nicely angled, and you get an angle down here as well. So that's very cool. So they did a really good job getting the angles on this, I think. All right, so that is going to wrap us up for this evening. Let's see. We will be back next Friday for bags number 11 through 16, and that should wrap us up. We have the the Centipede game cartridge to do as well. Go ahead and put that back there. We can bring forward our asteroids and adventure little vignettes, which are really cute. I really do like them. They're very nice. These can go back here for the moment as well. And of course, we've slowly filling in our little cartridge case. I love the green inside there to represent the circuit board. That's very cool. I like that. All right, let me go ahead and put these away since I didn't actually need those this time. All right, so as a reminder, we are both working towards the Home Alone set, and all bits go towards that. We are currently at 22%. We are also working towards getting to 150 subpoints. If I get to 150 subpoints, I will be playing Spelljammer, Pirates of Realm Space. So if you want to see me suffer, you know what to do. We are currently at 97. What about the Jazz Club? What about the Jazz Club? I mean, I can only run one thing at a time. Jazz Club's going to be around for a while. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out. I mean, we'll get to the Jazz Club eventually. I'm not going to miss that one. That's a very lovely set. But the Home Alone set's been out for a little while, so if that's not retiring this year, it's going to retire pretty soon. And I would like to get it before it goes away. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out. Thanks everyone for watching. We will be back next Friday, with more of this. Let me just get these up here so you guys can look at that while I do my outro. We will be back tomorrow for some more Spelljammer. We will be back on Monday for more Tears of the Kingdom. Wednesday, we will be back to Ghost Lion and Lego building in the evening. And next Friday, back to Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. And we will get back to this next Friday evening. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. See you then, everyone.